Hey, do you know the difference between Linux and Windows operating systems?
Yeah, I do. Linux and Windows are two different operating systems that are commonly used by computer users all over the world. They have their own unique features and functions that make them popular among different groups of people.
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about the differences between the two?
Sure thing. Let's start with the basics. Linux is an open-source operating system, while Windows is a proprietary operating system. This means that Linux can be freely modified and distributed by anyone, while Windows can only be modified and distributed by Microsoft.
I see. So, what are the advantages of using Linux over Windows?
Well, one of the biggest advantages of Linux is that it is free and open source. This means that anyone can download and use it without having to pay a license fee. Additionally, Linux is known for its stability, security, and flexibility. It is less prone to viruses and malware than Windows, and it can be customized to suit the needs of individual users.
That sounds great. What about the drawbacks of using Linux?
One of the biggest drawbacks of Linux is that it can be more difficult to use than Windows. This is because it requires a certain level of technical knowledge to install and configure. Additionally, Linux may not be compatible with certain hardware or software that is designed specifically for Windows.
I see. And what about Windows? What are the advantages of using it over Linux?
Well, one of the biggest advantages of Windows is that it is more user-friendly than Linux. It is designed to be easy to use, even for people who are not familiar with computers. Additionally, Windows is compatible with a wide range of software and hardware, making it a popular choice for businesses and individuals alike.
That's good to know. And what are the drawbacks of using Windows?
One of the biggest drawbacks of Windows is that it is more prone to viruses and malware than Linux. This is because it is a more popular operating system and therefore a more attractive target for hackers and cybercriminals. Additionally, Windows can be more expensive than Linux, especially if you need to purchase multiple licenses for a business or organization.
I see. So, which operating system would you recommend for someone who is just starting out with computers?
It really depends on what the person wants to do with their computer. If they're just looking to browse the web, check email, and do basic tasks, then Windows would be a good choice. However, if they want to learn more about computers and have more control over their system, then Linux might be a better option. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference and what the user feels most comfortable with.
That makes sense. Thanks for explaining all of this to me.
No problem. It's always good to know the differences between different operating systems so that you can make an informed decision when it comes to choosing the right one for your needs.